All right, boom. It's the reflector. Here to reflect what you choose to neglect, goddammit. So, all right. Back on the anime series is breaking down meanings, how you can tie this to yourself, how you can look at this not too far out in imagination, but not too close to reality where you disregard certain things. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna even it out. We're gonna even the playing field, you feel me? So this anime today that I'm gonna be talking about is RE0, Starting Life in Another World, right? Now this has like 15, supposedly got 15 seasons and 260 episodes. I think I only seen like 100 because I don't this should be confusing me. The way Crunchyroll y'all do this shit. All these goddamn English dubs and shit, but I feel it though. That's some you make it where shout out to Crunchyroll. Look, I'm wearing y'all colors. Y'all make it where it's applicable to everyone. Goddamn, y'all make all these damn subs and dubs and shit. So, oh, this shit got 24 point K fucking reviews too, and it's a 4.7 star, y'all. Y'all go check out goddamn RE0. You can't see it on here, but look, I'm about to do it the ghetto way. We gonna make it work. So, I'm gonna be talking about a specific movie that they came out with. Y'all know how animes had the seasons and shit regularly. They might come out with a movie in between, or they might come out with a movie at the end. This fucking movie was at the end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This movie is pretty much, it's like the ending movie, but y'all know how animes be. They're more like gonna give you the backstory for the ending, you know? Like, especially on Naruto. It's like they go back to what happened beforehand, or just like Attack on Titan, they go back and shit, right? So, the Frozen Bond, all right? If you watch RE0 Starting Life in Another World, the movie, you know what I'm saying? The Frozen Bond, right? So, let's get into it. So, the Frozen Bond, right? Let's just break down that title. Let's just break down that right there, that name, and the story that this name is under. The story that this name brought, basically, or the name that brought the story. Either way it go, either way how you see it, right? So the Frozen Bond was about Amelia, the silver-haired girl that got cursed with certain blood that basically that world as a whole kind of disregards, or they think it's kind of scary, or they don't know what it is, or, you know, shit like that, right? Right? And if you know anything about Amelia, she's very docile, doesn't like to take responsibility, and tries to overhelp where she don't even got the ability to really help. She looks at other people for validation. She's very helpful, you know, but she's, like I said, she's fearful of what she has done, in a way. So, right? So, it all starts with her being in the setting of just in a forest, where that's her forest and that's where she's been. And this is what I'm saying. The people that wrote this is going back to show you what happened in the first place for her to even be there. Because in the show, it just started out with another character named Subaru, which was a dude, and that ended up running into her. And she already had all of this, like, Puck. She had the fucking forest and all this damn shit, right? So, to go back to this movie, Puck, the damn cat, the little cat, the spirit, is is basically drawn to this individual female person, woman, that has this certain bloodline, right? Now, spirits already know what you contain for the most part, especially if it's drawn to you. It pretty much knows all your information because of the timing it's been alive. Now, it ain't been alive like human, how you gotta perceive it like this, but it's like a spirit. So spirits live beyond ages, Because we are in certain time periods, you know, that frame, but you don't even get to live through that whole time period in that little bit. So what you think we living through on a broader scale, you know? So the spirit, right, the whole idea itself, which is Puck, came to her when she was frozen, or somehow the whole fucking place was frozen and she was naked. Now that, remember, all of the symbolism is real, okay? There ain't nobody just gonna put something to show you for no reason. So her being naked and then Puck coming to her and her not knowing what the fuck Puck even came to her in the first place for and shit like that, that's just simply, that always tie it to yourself. Always tie it to what you are able to do, but don't go too far and don't go too surface level, you know? So it's simply whenever you're lost. Coldness, ice has to deal with some shit that's lost or that's too far out, gone, or that's too fixated in its own emotional stance or its own waters, aka your own soul influence force, you know? So she discovered, no, the spirit discovered her, but little did she know, she called on the spirit to even have the spirit resonate with her in the first place in some type of way, though. It didn't really show that, but that's what happened, right? So, yeah, you know, the Puck, the cat, you know, the one that got a lot of powers that be going around her, or that's always around her, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was very distraught when he first seen her, you know? He was like, damn, like, I'm crying and shit because I should have been there for you and shit. But you got to remember, spirits don't, a whole grouping of ideas don't quite have a direction. Like, you know? So, like, it don't even be knowing sometimes when it's like, when it's not near you. Like, the only way a fucking spirit know it's alive, the only way, the only way a spirit know it's alive is through you giving it feeling and you allowing it to pretty much flow through you or give you ideas and shit. My girl over here being goofy, man. If you don't come in the car, if you don't come in this car, I know you cold. I got her a little setup. Got her set up. That was pretty quick, but then again, it wasn't really quick at all. Right. So, yeah. Spirit, the whole idea itself doesn't know that it's even existing unless you're giving it some type of life. You're giving it some type of new direction, new lead for it to kind of give you more attributes for you to experience new shit. So spirit don't got no power unless you are giving it power. Unless you actually noticed it and gave it an actual state of being, like, name in a way, you know? Like, it can't, spirits don't know they fucking alive until they live through someone. So that was why Puck was sitting there crying in the first place when he discovered her and shit, you know? So, right, so now when when Puck and Amelia joined together, when Puck founded Amelia, Amelia founded Puck, however you want to see it, they joined. They was in coldness, they was in distance, there was all nothing but ice around them and shit. Amelia was naked, so she was open, she was free, she ain't have no type of way of doing anything, you know what I'm saying? She was just there. She was lost. We all get lost, you know, you always tie it to yourself. And then, yeah, so they came together. Now she has some type of, like, essence to remember in the first place, some type of, to feel like she's good in the spirit. That's why Puck kept saying, I'm gonna protect you and shit, so you can feel like doing something. In exchange, Puck can actually live through some shit and actually go through something, you know, like, and feel it and shit, you know. So yeah, that was just the first part, you know what I'm saying? That's just resembling you being able to motherfucking find a goddamn whole thing that you can become aware in for yourself, because you brought yourself, or you naturally were pulled in that direction to that space for you to conjure up a motherfucking mindset. You got in the spirit. You got in that place. But I know Puck, you know, obviously was drawn small and shit. But look what it can become. It can become a big ass cat. So, or it can make itself into a big ass cat. So it's like Puck, the littleness was just kind of to get you to understand that it's light and it can form. That's why when Puck came out of nowhere, it like formed in all of those little mini spirits and it put together to be a fucking image. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just light, because he got a lot of ideas to him and shit. But anyways, so shit. Oh, goddamn. We don't even got no other lighter besides this one. Hopefully it stays alive. It's funny too. I ain't even really played the fucking thing this whole time. Bro. Cause I just felt like I was breaking down one fucking situation, because I feel like that's like the most important part. If you understand that, bruh, them meeting or Amelia not knowing shit or she couldn't remember beyond a certain point, that's because Puck, whenever Puck came, that's basically to say, all right, this is your timeline, because the spirit is like the line of event or the frequency itself, just the outside spectrum itself. So it's like, but it contains things within it though. So it's like, she summoned it, he helping her, she helping him, goddammit. But look, so I kind of forgot my point though. I don't know though. Okay. So the big part of this was Amelia. Amelia just kept on fucking reliving some shit. You know what I'm saying? She kept going to sleep, reliving the same dream. So that means she's in the same subconscious battle that she can't get over, and she ain't even doing certain practices while she's awake to even get over the shit, right? Because it's obviously influencing her. It's not just dreams. It's actually some shit that has something to do with something, you know? So it's something that's impacting her a lot. So it's like an emotional thing that she went through that she can't quite get over. And like I said earlier, Puck came to her. So at that point, something happened before then, but she don't know, because she only got him to she only got him to give her ideas. So at this point, he ain't even really like just quite know, because this the thing, like the spirit only know when you give it the power to know. So it's like, it's kind of weird. It's like a give or take thing, right? So you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, damn it. But yeah, so she was going through, she had her own actual like home, which was the forest that was given to her by certain beings and shit, right? And she had her own, you know, construct to it. She had her routine. She had her patterns that she did in there to pretty much feel fulfilled in whatever the fuck she was doing, right? Puck obviously was looking at her like, what the fuck is you doing the same shit all the goddamn time? Because like I said, he has more like essence of knowing shit, just space. He has way more space than her little starting point. So yeah, so he was just trying to give her more ideas to kind of leave that same routine, even if it was given to you, even if you think that's home, even if you think you felt like you left something behind. Motherfucker, I'm with you now, and I can lead you to something different, and I just need your ability to actually walk with me so we can actually make something new, right? So this is just that's like mental, spiritual talk. Like, that's just some shit. But this shit don't even be it ain't like you can do this shit for yourself and actually go to these fucking worlds like anime made up. Like, I mean, but then I can be like, but then you can though. You know, you only you only see what the fuck you believe in. You know, it's all about faith, belief, and imagination. But at the same time, you just gotta have some type of realness to it. So all this should be happening simultaneously. Like, you being able to interact with many spirits though. There's many spaces there. You don't just gotta pick one. But for the most part, this whole world just picks one. You know what I'm saying? To get their ideas from. But oh, Holy Ghost face. But yeah, so y'all ain't in the Holy Ghost. Y'all ain't in the Holy Spirit. Y'all are just holy. Y'all just got a lot of holes within y'all. Y'all got craters within y'all that y'all ain't like filled in. Y'all ain't fulfilled. Y'all ain't filled it up. Y'all ugly as hell. But yeah, so So she kept reliving the shit. Puck kept helping her. You know what I'm saying? Now listen. Now, Puck, like I said, he's a bigger, you know, influence. He's like, he got more life to him. He got more things he done been through. He done been around the block way, like a lot, right? So that means in doing that, you are responsible for more things than others. So that means since you're so much bigger, there's certain guidelines you gotta follow, just like we follow things here. But right, so he already had blood on his hands, but from before, obviously. But in this situation, he was being watched by something that's like a being that's on his caliber, basically. You know what I'm saying? That, but this being was like a justice enforcer. It was a mediator, right? A mediator, right? A mediator is just something in the middle that's stagnant and that's keeping. If there's something in the middle, then that's something on that side of that middle and then the other side. But as long as this thing is here, it keeps those two like back, or maybe come closer when it needs to. But either way the fuck it go, and keep it in the middle the best way possible, right? Obviously, Puck was fucking up the balance of something, because like I said, he's too strong to be interfering or to be helping or to be doing certain things with Amelia and shit, right? So so he pretty much, yeah, so he got some shit chasing him, like a ghost chasing, not a ghost, but like he got some shit he gotta pretty much take responsibility for. And the thing is, though, Amelia ain't got shit to do with that, though. Amelia don't know nothing about that, right? So basically, Puck, the spirit, gave Amelia a bigger fucking battle than she can fucking take. You good? A bigger battle than she can even take, right? The motherfucking mediator warned Puck. You know, Puck was trying to not back down and shit, because he, you know, he felt the spirit kind of is getting lost into like the demi-urges of Amelia and shit, like the lower things, and he's trying to protect her. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. Ain't no right or wrong. You supposed to make it right or wrong, but you know. And so he was trying to protect her. And then so, you know, they had an encounter at first, and they left or whatever. And then over time, you know, Amelia kept doing her little routines or whatever, and she witnessed herself without Puck being there, without the spirit being there, right? Without those influences of thoughts and many things, right? Puck telling her shit in anime. She witnessed some fucking black shit out of nowhere, eat a whole mob beast that she knows is, eat a whole beast that she knows is in her place, which is the forest, they called it, right? But she seen some shit devour it like it wasn't nothing. Like, so she witnessed that without Puck, right? Okay. So this is kind of just developing some type of, okay, whatever they call it in fucking what is it? In inference. No, it ain't inference. It's giving you like that feel of, okay, what's gonna happen type shit. I forgot what the fuck it's called. But yeah. So because you like, all right, well, she's seen that, but okay, but the other dude didn't see the type shit. Right? So, or he's not aware of Amelia seeing it, right? And so, you know, this is when Amelia, it gets into a situation where she's on her own, and some you know, man, fuck that. I ain't gonna talk about them details, right? So, God damn it. So she witnessed that this nigga Puck is still fighting or still dealing with this other goddamn mediator. And, you know, over time, whatever, Puck goes with Amelia again. They have their time, but Puck is more, like Puck over time is getting more hard on, it's getting more fucking hard on goddamn Amelia. You know what I'm saying? Puck is getting more hard on Amelia, because he's like, he know he's getting pushed up against the fucking wall because of this mediator, but he knows also the mediator gonna do something to Amelia, aka, since they connected, he gonna get blood on his hands because Amelia ain't have nothing to do with it. Even though technically you can look at it like she kind of did, but not really. Excuse me, goddammit. Excuse me, y'all. So, right. Damn. What the fuck is this? Right, so from there, goddammit, Puck got pushed real quick, you know what I'm saying, to the wall. And he was actually so after some time passed more, he actually met the fucking mediator, and he was basically being on some sarcastic, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, I'm gonna fucking stick with this life that I fucking was able to be up to, and I'm gonna keep supporting and protecting it, and I don't care what rules you gonna have in front of me, right? And then that's why they started fighting and shit. He pretty much beat him like that first form, and then, you know what I'm saying, since Amelia got attacked by these damn people, all right, and shit like that, but these people took on the mediator's power and shit, you know, just look at that however you look. I don't got time to explain that part, but he got that power, and so he was able to pretty much go at Amelia. But Amelia, at a certain point, she was able to protect herself, but she was really protecting herself with playing victim in a way. She was just asking him, like, what the fuck why do I deserve all of this shit? Why do I deserve all these people not liking me and all this shit? And, you know, and shit. And then pretty much she got pushed to a certain point where she finally called Puck fucking name, because that's all you got to do to call a goddamn the whole spirit. And, you know, he protected her best way he could, which, no, he pretty much beat the person at first, right? But then I guess he underestimated, you know what I'm saying? You can look at it like he underestimated the fucking mediator's power by getting distracted by fucking Amelia, or just because he just that spirit itself is just kind of too full of itself in a way, you know, whatever. And so he got blindsided. He got his ass like kind of shot through with a laser, and he was kind of dying, fading away like a spirit or whatever, you know. And Amelia was kind of grabbing him or whatever. They was kind of being so now, right? The spirit is at a vulnerable ass space because he got thrown off by the fucking the thing he thought got beat him, or like that he beat. So it's like, at this point, he's like almost, you can look at it like he's just vulnerable. Like he want to stay alive like a fucking human, or not a human. Well, yeah, a human, or like light forms too, like forms like mental forms and shit, right? And so he said he wanted to make a contract with them, or make a contract with Amelia. So that means he's gonna actually be a part and be actually responsible and in time with her, pretty much simultaneously. And he won't be able to just kind of go freely and shit in a way. So from there, I think Amelia, yeah, they pretty much beat him. Amelia made, when they fused or whatever you want to say, Amelia made Puck take this fucking big ass form, and I think they beat the fucking mediator, you know what I'm saying? And you can look at that however you want to look at it, what they beat justice, or love prevails, or bonds prevail, whatever the fuck. But for the most part, it's like they bonded, and after that, after they beat this fucking mediator, after they beat this obstacle that Puck brought with them, but, you know, since Puck supported fucking Amelia and gave her a lot of good life, then, you know, Amelia supported him, and they both beat the fucking thing that Puck brought in the first place. And, goddammit, from there, they was having a talk in front of the fucking sunset, and that's just resemble, we got to go in there and fucking roll another one. Yeah. That just resemble, you could have just got it. You don't get it? Okay. But yeah, that just resembles, that just straight up resemble the fact that they're reflecting, or they're relating without too much action, without too much feelings, without too much emotion. They're just saying what's coming from their own true mind or their own thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So they said some things that might not been said at first and shit, but they all pretty much getting on the same balance beam, and they seeing things exactly equal, so they can pretty much make it or construct or have a new life. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all fucking kind of got me. You know what I'm saying? I know I was everywhere, but the fucking movie was everywhere. Man, it's kind of hard to understand if you don't really get it. But shout out to y'all on this motherfucker. Y'all have a wonderful day. It's the Reflector, here to reflect what you choose to neglect. And I love y'all, man, for real.